The following is a presentation of Region 11 Spring Sports on 107.7 FM and CacheValleyDaily.com. This broadcast of Region 11 Sports is brought to you by Cache Valley Daily and the Cache Valley Media Group, covering the Skyview Bobcats, Green Canyon Wolves, Logan Grizzlies, Bear River Bears, Ridgeline Riverhawks, and Mountain Crest Mustangs. Now, it's time for Region 11 Sports on 107.7 FM and CacheValleyDaily.com.
Welcome to Ridgeline High School, everyone. I'm Dave Simmons, joined as always by the Patriot Nick Zollinger, and we are live at Ridgeline High School for the Ridgeline Lady Riverhawks softball to take on the Skyview Bobcats. And Nick, this is our first softball game of the season. We've done a couple over the last few years, and I've had a lot of fun with these games. I didn't know what to expect a couple years ago when you said let's go do some. I'm like, well, all right, never done a softball game, but I've actually had a lot of fun with these.
These girls' softball games are very fun to watch because it's fast-paced. It's much faster paced than a baseball game. Not as much time in between pitches, a lot more action going out on the bases where you get players in motion, a lot of bunts, a lot of slap bunts, a lot of things just going on at games within the game.
Yeah, a lot of different strategy, too.
Yeah,
if you're a baseball guy and you think you understand it, you come here and you see some things that you're like, okay, you wouldn't see that in baseball.
Yeah.
And so for me, it's been a lot of fun to watch some of this and then to get to know and see some of these unbelievable softball players here at Ridgeline. And we've also seen some very good players from the other schools over the last few years. But Ridgeline this year comes in with as good of a chance as they've ever had to be able to win a state championship. And that's saying something because they – second place last year, if I'm not mistaken, and the year before they won it.
State championship 2 years ago. They beat Bear River in the state championship. Lost to Bear River in the state championship last year after winning the first game in a series of 3. Lost the last 2 to take second place runner-up. And these girls are back, a handful of them. Ellie Pond, senior leader. Ava Howe, senior leader. Addie Hansen, senior leader out there playing in the outfield.
Lexi Bradford's a senior, isn't she?
Yep. And so you got this, Dave, to me, we called those girls' basketball games throughout the winter. This is as close as you're going to get to equivalent as far as talent goes at the high school level as that girls' basketball team was loaded with talent. This Ane Wallace, who's a junior, is committed to go play at Texas. And if you've ever watched Texas girls softball played on ESPN, it is so much fun to watch. I watched a game against Oklahoma the other night, #1 in the nation, by the way, P.S. Ane's going to play in Texas, and this girl that we're going to watch in the middle of the circle here tonight, Brielle Gardner, is a freshman, and she is the real deal when it comes to talent playing softball. This freshman is electric out there in the center of that circle.
I'm excited to watch her this afternoon. I've heard a lot of really good things as she brings the first pitch in this ball game, and looked like it was right in the zone. Was it a strike?
Yeah, it was strike. Called strike by the umpire.
Yeah, strike 1 by Gardner. She's facing Eliza Berman, leading off here, number 15, playing left field for Skyview. Second pitch is called a ball.
No, it's not. That's strike 2.
I thought he said ball.
No.
That was strike.
Do you think you could hit that, Dave? I got $1,000,100 says you can't.
Well, you're talking to a guy who thinks he can hit anything.
That's true. You can't hit that. You can't hit that fastball. Oh.
You don't think?
No. I know you can't. I'm not saying I can. I'm not saying I can hit it, but I know Dave can't.
By the way, and I said this before we went on, when we do baseball games and now when we do softball games,
strike
3, and she's swinging through it. Whoever's in the booth with us, you're a part of the broadcast, whether you want to be or not.
Yeah,
sorry, that's just kind of how it goes. When we say, and I said, when we, and by we I mean Nick, says something dumb, we need somebody to be able to correct us.
Yeah, well, Brielle Gardner with the first strikeout, the first out of the ball game, is a strikeout, and it looks like she's not slowing down as strike 1 is ripped past. Who's this for Skyview?
That ball, Cassie Coleman. She plays shortstop here for the Bobcats. That ball's in the glove before some of these gals are starting
seeing it.
Yeah. She's bringing it. And then when you can almost get unfair and throw the off-speed pitch, the moment you start thinking, okay, I'm starting to see this fastball, she'll pull the string on you a little bit and throw you an off-speed pitch. That's almost not fair.
Well, let me give you some stats on the season for Brielle. She started 11 games. She's won 11 games. The one game she didn't start, she has a save. She has given up on 60 innings of pitching, 5 earned runs.
Oof. She's got a 2-1 count right now to Coleman as she brings the 2-1. That was by Coleman, swinging through it. 2-2.
I mean, I was so excited to come down here and call this softball game for this right here, Dave, that we're getting to witness. This freshman that I've heard so much about that not only can do it in the circle but in the box as well, as Coleman gets a piece of that one.
Just barely as she fouls it back. Battery this afternoon is Bree Gardner and Ane Wallace playing catcher. At third base is Kennedy Dahlke. Shortstop is Ellie Pond. Second baseman Kylie Jorgensen. And at first, Olivia Nilsson. That one's fouled right back at us. I better keep our hands up back here. I'm glad we have that backstop.
She's just barely getting a piece of it just before it's getting into the glove of Ane Wallace, who's catching here tonight.
Folks, if you'd like to watch this, it's over on CashValleyDaily.com. You can see a little bit of this ball game, and I'll try to run this camera for us. How about that?
I mean, I've had friends tell me, just talk to me a little bit about Brielle and just try to describe how good she is. You don't really understand.
She went.
Yeah, she did. That's strike 3.
Strike 3 on the check swing there by Cassie. She went just a little farther through that than she wanted to.
It's hard to understand how good a player is until you actually get to watch them play live.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, through 2 batters, she is as good as advertised.
Yes, she is. Two batters, 2 strikeouts, and now she's going to face Presley Jensen, catcher hitting from the left side, number 3. First pitch to Presley is a little down and out. Ane must be set up just a little on that outside half because I didn't think that was too far out. 1-0 to Jensen. Oh, so there's that off-speed pitch that's almost not fair. As Presley Jensen was way out on her front foot.
She comes at you with what? Probably 65, 68 maybe from 40-something feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then pulls the string and goes back to 42. Oh, see, there's that. That from what is it, Josh?
65 to 67.
No, but I mean the feet. 43
feet.
So 65 coming at you from 43 feet is probably like 92 to 96.
Well, look it up. I need you to look that up.
Okay,
I'm going to need a fact checker.
67 is 99 miles per hour, and there's strike 3
backwards.
Whew.
That one looked a little out of the zone, but she's got the call, and she was excited to see it.
Kind of a rise ball there to strike her out.
We're going to look up some of your facts here, and we'll take a quick break as Ridgeline retires the side, and we'll come back and hit here in the bottom of the first.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
This is Dave Simmons. Partner with the pros at Les Olson IT for all your office technology. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services. Think of LesOlsonIT.com.
Les Olson IT.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
And then it just goes.
Hey. Good to see you. Come on in, let's go. Yeah!
3 down for Ridgeline in the top half of the first. So far, Bree Gardner, everything as she is said to be as she struck out the sides. That was their 1-2-3 hitters.
Yeah, she's going to hit second here right behind Ellie Pond, who's going to lead the Riverhawks off to start the bottom of this first inning.
Ellie's one of my favorites. Ever since we've been calling games, I think she was a sophomore when we first started. Just so much fun. A smile on her face all the time, a lot of bounce in her step, and really, really good player. as she takes first pitch just a hair inside, on an off-speed pitch. Ellie going to slick. She's going to play at the next level as well.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 different players so far are going to be playing at the next level for this Ridgeline team.
We talked about it briefly, but this team is loaded with talent.
D1 just got
talent.
under that one.
Yeah, and that was going to be caught by Tawny Lundahl at first base. Yeah, talent up and down this lineup. This Brielle Gardner, who's walking to the box right now, Dave, is being recruited by just about everybody that has a softball program, but some of the best, Texas being, I think, probably a front runner. She's just a freshman, so she'll have a couple of years to decide. But she's your Emily Skinner.
Yeah. If that tells anybody anything,
of softball.
which it should.
And I mean, Ane Wallace is right up there as well. So you got 2 of those elite players going to big-time D1 programs on the same team.
That's pretty impressive.
And both leading this team. I don't know that they're tied. I think Brielle's got Ane just by a couple of home runs on the season. Yeah, she does. She's hit 6 home runs on the season.
This one, she kind of knuckles to the shortstop, and she'll make the play. She's throwing it over there to first base to Tawny Lundahl. That play made by Cassie Coleman.
Yeah, just way out in front of that, gets it on the end of her barrel, and just a lazy little line drive on a one-hop to the shortstop. And the second out for the Bobcats is recorded fairly quickly here by Beckstead. So a good job getting through Ellie Pond and Brielle Gardner to start the game for the Bobcats.
So 2 outs. And a little slow one coming in there to Addie Hansen.
This is Noodle.
Oh, is this Noodle?
Yep, this is Noodle. You see Willy Wonka?
Yeah. We went together.
Couldn't Noodle. You know, he starts having to rhyme the little girl's name on Willy Wonka's Noodle, and he comes with a bunch of rhymes
That's
with
funny.
Noodle. Not much rhymes with Noodle.
Poodle. Kitten caboodle. It's a whole kitten caboodle here with Noodle. Noodle brings the whole kit and caboodle here to the
2-0 to
plate.
Noodle.
Yep, 2-0, 2 outs. We'll see if she can start a little 2-out rally here for Ridgeline. Delivers the pitches up high.
Doesn't look like she's going to be out of the box by the time she makes contact with any of those pitches.
That's another different thing, except for Japanese baseball. They seem to move a little bit.
They'll get around in the box, but she starts with her back heel on the very back of the box, and then she walks to the front as the pitch is coming at her. She thought that was ball 4, but it's called for strike 1.
I just don't know how you can hit with power when you're moving forward like that. Maybe you're not looking to hit for power.
No, she's looking to use the speed.
Yeah.
So she's looking to use this head start to get to first base a lot quicker and not allow the infield to even have a chance, and that time she walks on ball 4.
Yep, she's hitting from the left side, so you've got that extra few feet.
Oh, and she's fast, too. She's got speed out there. And now here
comes Ane Wallace.
Well,
Ane catches for this Ridgeline team, and she will step in and
hit for power.
See if she can wait on these pitches.
If she gets a hold of one, Bud, my truck out there in the parking lot's in jeopardy.
She's in range. You don't think I didn't park strategically here? I'm 450 out there. She'd have to be 450 to get out to my car.
You've lasered it, huh? Strategically.
So I'm in zone. I'm in range.
You might be.
I don't like to hear it.
They're not going to give her anything to hit. And I'm surprised Noodle hasn't been in motion here yet so far with Coach Anderson seeing a couple off speeds to Ane. He might put her in motion right here.
2-0 pitch. See if they'll even try to come anywhere near the plate. They stay outside on that one. 3-0.
They say if you're going to hit this Ane, it's going to be in the right or the left-hand batter's box.
It's pitching is Riley Beckstead for Skyview.
Can't make a mistake here.
And that one's just a hair outside as well. So Ane will take a base on balls. It's get you 2 runners on though. First and second. And coming up is Kylie Jorgensen, second baseman. So Kylie looking at Coach Anderson, getting some signs.
Smart move over there by Skyview head coach Amanda Lundahl.
Beckstead looking in. There's the delivery and swinging through it and throwing her out unless she missed the tag.
Oh, my.
Yeah, good slide. Real good slide there by Addie Hansen.
Yeah, the ball beat her there and everything. Yeah, we got a coach for Skyview. She wants to go out there and maybe ask for help. That ball definitely beat Addie to the bag, but like you said, a nice hook slide to the backside of the bag by Hansen.
Well, that was a pretty calm visit out there. She's just like, hey, I don't know. And he said, yeah, and she said, okay, and she walked back.
Well, and did you see the purposeful swing and a miss by Jorgensen? She did that on purpose to get in the way of the catcher and cause disruption on the catch and the throw by the catcher. So she's down 0-1.
So now you got runners on the pond, so to speak.
Yeah, and she's down 0-2 now with an off speed from Beckstead. That was a nice pitch on the outer half.
Runners on second and third. Wallace on second and Hansen on third.
See if Jorgensen can get one in play here. Base hit, scores a couple.
That one's up. Did she go?
Well, you can't. I mean, okay, that makes no sense.
And no, it doesn't. He's not in a position to see if she went either. You have to have somebody down first baseline.
65, 70 feet away, and he's got a worse angle than the guy behind the plate.
He's on the left side of a right-handed hitter.
Batter, yeah, so.
This doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Well, you got a 1-2 pitch, and then that ball is
hoisted
into left field, but it's going to not quite get to warning track and be a long out.
Skyview's excited about recording those 3 outs and holding the Riverhawks to 0 through 1.
All right, 0-0 through the first. We'll be right back in just a moment.
Raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Hey, yo, band play.
Sometimes I just want you to play the music.
I just went by to watch with a whole lot of dumb.
Welcome back to Ridgeline High School. Ridgeline and Skyview scoreless through the first inning. Ridgeline able to get runners on second and third, but unable to bring them in. Saw 5 hitters go to the plate. For Skyview, they went 3 up, 3 down in the top half of the first, so they'll be bringing up number 4, 5, and 6. That's Tawny Lundahl, Samantha Bender, and Riley Beckstead.
Was that 3 strikeouts to start for the Bobcats?
Oh, yep. KKK. 2 swinging, and then the third one watching. Yep.
I got a text message from my good friend Jory Jensen. He says Brielle is consistently 67, 68.
Really?
So she's up in the honeys.
I'm
just saying, there's no way. I don't even know that you could foul one off.
Oh my God!
I'd love to see it. You'd be in the back of the box just flipping at stuff. Look at that.
I mean, that's good. That's good heat.
That is
not saying it's not good heat.
That is gas. That is straight gas, face.
If she wasn't allowed to throw an off-speed pitch, I think I'd be fine. Then we have some ground rules.
You could eventually get timed up to that?
Yeah.
Okay, if she could throw the riser on you, you ain't hitting the rise ball, though.
Ooh, I got a riser in wiffle balls. You know that? I call it the rise of Führer, and you got to know where to hold it. The rise of Führer.
There it is.
They'll
just threw her version of the rise of Führer and got a foul ball.
I also have the mystery pitch. Have I told you?
No.
There's only
the dirty cheese.
It's called the mystery pitch.
Okay.
And all I can say about it
goes
I was on the DL for throwing it too much one time. That tells you something.
That does. If a pitch will put you on the DL just from throwing it too many times, I want nothing to do with it.
Yeah, you don't. 1-1, I believe, is our count. Old Scott Budge, my buddy Scott Budge, throws it better than me. He and I are the two that invented it. We think we invented it. And I was at he lives down in Austin, and I was at his place a year or 2 ago, and we were just visiting, and I had my son Griffey there with me, and somehow it came out that I had told Griffey how to throw it. And Budge just about like, how dare you? and then it comes out that he had told his son too, and I'm like, okay, it stays in the family if nothing else.
Strike three for Brielle Gardner, swinging from Tawny Lundahl as she swings through the. I couldn't tell. I mean, I wasn't paying close attention. I was listening to the story. Couldn't tell if that was off speed or fastball, but.
Corner of my eye, I saw fastball.
So you were both upset that you were sharing intellectual technology.
Yeah. But as long as it stays in the family, so don't ask me to tell you. What
Okay, I won't. I do want to see it.
Yeah, you should.
Whew.
There's also a reverse mystery, just so you know.
That's up and in for ball one. A reverse?
A reverse mystery pitch.
So you throw it reverse?
With your left arm. No. Yeah, we were claiming to go number 1 and 2 in the draft if it ever happened, but
well,
Never happened.
That's
some stinky cheese right there.
She's starting to feel it out there. Brielle is
just getting loose.
It looks like it's 2-3 miles an hour quicker this inning than it was last inning.
1-1.
4 strikeouts in the game for her.
That ball straight down the gut. This delayed strike
it's really throwing
me off. I think I'm hearing ball, and then he decides to give me the old strike motion.
He is I'm going to try to get our viewers a little better.
That's strike 3.
Now that was
quick. His punch out is quick. That's
quick.
fine. That's fine.
What do you think of that move, too? It's just kind of...
I like it.
Just a quick up and then just
and there's no foot movement, Usually I like more coming straight up and then coming out to the side and then pulling it.
Well, I kind of liked it was what was his name?
Hold on, Riley Beckstead stepping in, and she gets a piece of one right. Floated it right to Ellie Pond. Yep.
There's only been a couple of them that have been able to manage getting barrel on that fastball, and she floats that one to the shortstop.
6 up, 6 down. Nick, remember what you were saying. We'll come back in just a moment.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors. Your cash and
That's a new one.
Trophies.
Hey, records on my
Nice. Ava Howell's going to lead it off for Ridgeline, followed by Olivia Nilsson, and then Lexi Bradford.
I always try to keep it
fresh.
Yeah, keep it fresh on the tunes. Now, go back to the baseball game we broadcast a week or so ago.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Squeak, the umpire? Had the real wide stance.
Yeah.
And then I
remember him calling him Squeak, but is that actually? I thought you maybe gave him that name during the broadcast.
No, that's his nickname. No, that's it.
Good pitch by Beckstead to start the at-bat for Ava Howell. Ava plays center field wearing number 4. Strike 1, 0-1.
Ava having a good season so far. Get you a little.
Yeah, give us some numbers.
A little something on Ava.
A little bit of an off-speed pitch there for Beckstead. Doesn't quite find the zone. 1-1.
Hitting .344 on the season. 11 hits, 5 singles, 3 doubles.
Who's leading the team in average?
That would be. If I go to games played, it's Addie Hansen. It's Noodle.
Having to.
Quite a kit and caboodle. Kit and caboodle of a season.
Jeez. That one, Ava Howell turned on and just couldn't quite wait enough, so she pulled it foul.
Yeah, these girls are going to be out in front of this pitching.
I'd be all the way in front of that box.
They will be. They're pretty much front foot on the front chalk line here.
I don't know about you, but that heater is okay. She just missed that one.
Just off the end of her barrel.
That's going to be fielded by the right fielder. She's got it. That one brought in by Samantha Bender.
Yeah, kind of a long way to run for Bender, but she finally gets there. It was hit way up into the air by Howe and tracked down by Bender for the first out of the inning for the Bobcats. Now we got Nelson in the box.
This heater.
Yeah, I don't know how to turn it off.
I'm losing weight by the second.
That's not a bad thing.
No, it isn't.
It's not a bad thing. I got a hoodie on, and I'm
just put some water on the coals. You know what I mean? It's like a sauna in here.
So going back, Addie,
you wouldn't mind if I just wore a little white towel, would you?
I'd probably be adverse to that, actually.
The entire box would probably be adverse to that. We got people.
It's just a little sauna towel. Huh?
Yeah, that's all I need.
Yeah,
just
no
like
one
a
wants
hand
to
towel.
see that. No.
That's all you need in the sauna.
We need a lot more than that.
Okay. Beach towel. A blanket.
No, that's still not enough.
Still,
you gotta fully. Oh,
there
good
you
hit.
go. First
good
base hit of the ball game.
I'd say
is by Olivia Nelson. She's got herself a single.
Her eighth hit of the season. All of them singles.
I think she might have been. Is it possible she was the one last year where she came up in a situation to pinch hit and just came up huge, and she either hit one out or hit the wall? I don't know why it's
sticking in your memory?
Sticking in my mind.
I don't remember what happened 2 hours ago, bud. How am I supposed to remember that?
I don't expect you to. That one gets underneath.
Yep.
The catcher. That's Presley Jensen back there. Just didn't quite get low enough on that one and snuck under her glove. So that puts Olivia Nilsson at second base.
Now this is a different position here. Lexi Bradford up to bat. Now you'll notice she doesn't play defensively, but she's in the lineup. That's unique to girls softball.
Mm-hmm.
They have what's called a DP, designated player, and a flex position. Now the flex will play the field, but won't hit. The DP will hit but not play the field. That changeup.
That's a good pitch.
That was a good pitch.
That thing came in there like a
It's
moon
like
ball.
31.
Bradfield could not lay off. Yeah.
Oh, she laid off. She just called strike.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Just laid off of that thing. So 1-2 now, and she gets her bat on this one.
Oh.
Off the glove of the pitcher, and she's going to make it.
Yeah, and it's a tough play for Olivia Nilsson over on second base, as it looked like it could have been caught there, so she had to hold her position. She doesn't advance. But Lexi Bradford with the base hit, the infield single.
You got an infield single or you got an E1?
No. Ooh, well, that'll be interesting to see. Who's running the game changer, by the way? One of the coaches?
We're going to see.
Okay.
We'll see that one off the hands.
Yeah,
and
what
a catch by the shortstop.
Double play. No.
She throws a bad ball back to second base, unable to be caught there. But what a good catch going back. Making that play is Cassie Coleman.
I'd say over her right shoulder, makes the snag. Coleman with a nice catch for the second out of the inning, as that looked like for sure it was going to drop, and that was going to be a double play, but a little bit of an errant throw to second base allows Nilsson to get back in time, and now only 2 outs and 2 on for the Riverhawks in the bottom of the second.
One of my favorite things is to say ducks on the pond for pond, because Ellie Pond comes up and has an absolute hack at that one, and she pulls it foul down the left field line.
I'm telling you, they just got to let that ball travel just a little more and get a little deeper into the zone before they pull the trigger, because everyone's out in front and hitting stuff off the end of the bat. They just got to give it a half a second, just a fraction of a second more. If that gets deeper in the zone, it's going to be
I feel like Ellie's got it dialed
gone.
Right now. I feel like she's got it dialed right now.
She's got it timed up pretty well.
So
That's
told
gone.
You. Did I tell you?
I just told you a little more travel. That's out of here.
That is so out of here.
That is parking lot.
I told you. After that swing, I'm like, I think she's got this dialed.
Isn't that interesting how she kind of positions herself like she's going to bunt, and then as the pitcher gets ready, she pulls back, and then she's all timed up.
That, folks, was a bomb. Home run for Ellie Pond. That's a 3-run dinger.
That's Ellie Pond's 4th home run on the season, as she ties herself with Ane Wallace for second on the team, as the girl in the box right now, Brielle Gardner, leads the team with 6 dingers on the year. 6 home runs, 27 RBIs.
Remember that little kid a few years ago in the Little League World Series that my name's Big Somebody and I hit dingers? Do you remember that kid?
Yes, I do.
I saw something online the other day that he is now, I think he's a senior in high school.
Okay.
And he's a shortstop and not very big.
Can't hit dingers.
He got one the other night though.
Did
he hit a dinger, but still he doesn't. That's not his game anymore. Still likes to hit dingers, I'm sure. Ooh, out in front of that one is Bree Gardner.
Yeah, these Ridgeline hitters just aren't used to this velocity the Beckstedt's throwing at them, and they're just, like I said, all out in front. But the more you see it and the more timed up you get, the more liable these hitters are to hit one over the fence, and Brielle Gardner can do it. That's for sure.
Well, I think that for the most part, except for that last pitch to Ellie Pond, I think she's done a really good job keeping them off balance, mixing up her pitches.
Mixing up off speed with a little fastball location, and that off speed is it just floats out of her hand. It is so slow.
It's hard to stay back
keeps you off balance.
I mean, think about those old Tim Wakefield type guys. I know that theirs were shaking, knuckled, but that was coming in so slow that it's just hard to wait. Base on balls to Bree Gardner.
He was able to make a living on it, wasn't he?
Yeah, he sure was.
Now walks in the batter with the highest batting average for the Riverhawks, Addie Hansen.
Can you name?
Go ahead.
Can you name 3 knuckleballers?
No, Tim Wakefield's the only one I can name.
Phil Necro.
I have no idea who that is.
There's one more.
I'm sure there's a list of them.
I'm sure there are
there's a
two.
healthy list of them. At the commercial break, I'm going to try to
known.
get this baby shut off. That thing.
You're starting to sweat too?
I'm getting a little warm.
I know, but we got other people in the box here. That makes me feel bad. Addie Hansen tries to slap that one and fouls it off.
Kind of got a running start at it again?
Mm-hmm. To me, I'd love to see like a shot chart in baseball or a hit chart. See where she hits.
I would say most of them are in between third and short.
Me too. As a lefty, that's it. If you're going to play the way she plays, I think she's aiming for right there.
Yeah, she's aiming for that gap.
Even if she can put it on the ground between those two and they make a play on it, I think she's still at first.
I agree. The one that is vulnerable to probably be out here is, we got a pinch runner. Or a speed up. That's a speed up runner, number 24. That's Ava Hess? Ava Hess, yeah. And look at her. She's on the move.
And she's underneath, and the ball was not caught at second base. I'm not sure they would have had her anyways. Addie had a really good jump on that. Now, help me remember.
Okay.
It's not on release. It's on release.
It's on release. It's not across the plate. It's on release.
Oh, I'd be running like crazy.
Well,
she got on it back there.
That's a hard judgment call for the umpire out there. He's got to watch release. He's got to watch correct form by the pitcher because there's rules you have to. Your foot has to be on the rubber or on the ground. I'm not sure all the intricacies of the pitching rules, but there's a lot of them. So not only does he got to watch that, then he's got to pay attention to the early leave by the base runner.
What you're saying is
he's got a lot.
It'd be nice to have a couple more sets of eyes out there.
It would be. Yeah, 4 umpires would be plenty, but you only got 2 out there today, and Ava Hess has found her way over to third base.
Yep, that one passes Presley Jensen and gets to the backstop. So now Ava finds herself at third with 2 outs and a full count here to Addie Hansen. Addie will watch that one go high and make it down to first. So
probably just going to put on a Wallace
or
on
do you
here.
take a pitch,
no.
Then put Ava on second, then let Ane do what she does?
Well, yeah, she's going to take this first pitch because you got runners in motion here. You got a first and third situation for Coach Anderson.
But maybe it doesn't make a difference.
Speed at first.
But if you take second base and leave an open base, do you walk her?
I think you're probably pitching around her regardless.
That's what I think.
Looks like they are. I wonder why this is a handful of pitches now that I've seen, and Noodle has not been in motion on any of them. Coach Anderson, who has been slow to put her, give her the steal sign when she's got on first base both times now. I know with less than 2 outs, you wouldn't want to necessarily maybe put her in motion with Ane up for fear of maybe a double play.
You don't want to get your third out. With Ane having the bat in her hands, you don't want a third out on the bases.
Or you don't want maybe – is that what you're thinking? I just don't think Noodle gets thrown out.
No, I don't either.
I think she's too fast.
But at the same time, if you take second base, it's a lot easier to just go ahead and walk Ane. They seem to be throwing to her right now, at least.
Does it? It's 3-0.
That wasn't that far off the plate.
Maybe from our angle, I don't think it is, but to her, I think it's way out there.
Well, let's see what she does on 3-0. Ane goes and tries to get it.
She got one to hit, or at least get her barrel on.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they're trying to pitch around her.
Coach Nick Hess down here is just a chuckling because he didn't think she was going to see anything to hit either, but she got a piece of that one.
Her statistics this year maybe aren't quite where they were at this point in the season last year, but I think people are pitching around her.
Well, she's hitting 457 on the year, and there it is. They walk her.
Really?
457. She's got
base on balls again. That's 2 walks for Ane.
Where is that?
And the bases are juiced. They got Kylie Jorgensen coming up.
10 hits, 10 singles, 2 doubles, 4 home runs, 16 hits total on the year for Ane. Coach Lundahl's going to. What do you need, bud?
No, they're going to bring in and make a pitching change here.
Okay.
I was just curious to. It doesn't matter.
Tawny Lundahl. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. It is. I'm so used. It is. Amanda Robinson. My bad. Coach Amanda
22?
Robinson.
Oh, I'm sorry. 22, the new pitcher is Tawny Lundahl. She came from first base, and it looks like Beckstead went to first. So just a little flip-flop there.
Yeah, switcheroo on us.
Switcheroo, dunkaroo. Baseball team's going to be playing over here in just a few minutes, too.
That's the freshmen. Actually, the boys are in action right now at Bear River. Last I looked, they had a 2-0 lead let me get you an update here for the varsity squad. They have a 3-0 lead at Bear River. Now, that's going to determine the region championship, in my opinion.
Yeah.
They got to still play Mountain Crest. Bear River, I believe, split with Mountain Crest or beat them 2-1. I don't know if they got all the games in because of some rain and weather. But I know that that's a 3-0 final
Whoa,
for Ridgeline. There you
for
go.
Them.
And they
I think Bodie pitched tonight.
Yeah, Bodie did, and the Rigby kid for Bear River pitched, Deegan Rigby, and he's their dude. He throws gas, 90, 92, 93.
Look up more offensive statistics for us while we watched Kylie Jorgensen hit now. Bases loaded.
That's up.
First pitch is up as Tawny Lundahl now is pitching.
Nate Daly went 2 for 4. Trey Purser 1 for 3 with a run batted in. Cooper Clark was 1 for 1. Must have got hit by a pitch. He did. Cooper Clark got hit with 2 pitches.
Ooh. Hey, Tawny Lundahl brings a little more pepper cake.
A little more gas on that one.
Yeah, she's throwing it.
Kale Kidman's 1 for 3. Trey Purser and Nate Daly both doubled. I would say in the home run hitting category, yes, but still good with his average. Still staying up there above 400, I believe, with his average, but 1 for 3 today. That was it for hits, but Kale Kidman did have an RBI. Trey Purser with an RBI, and then they got another one the hard way, I guess. But a great job offensively of the Riverhawks going to work against a really good pitcher. And that one's down the left field line. Yep,
Ava Hess was just going back to third base, and they tried to throw behind her, and that went right down into the left field.
Now, it's something that is hard to teach kids, but it's a great job by Ava Hess. You don't want to slide into third base, Dave. You want to go back into third base after you've gotten your lead standing up, and you want to run right at the person that's trying to catch the ball.
And if
to
necessary,
take away all angles.
If necessary, wear one between the numbers.
Yeah, if they're going to throw it to the person on the bag, it's going to hit you in the back. You're safe anyways. But it makes it really difficult on that catcher to throw it around you and get it on the bag somewhere relatively close for the third baseman to catch. And that time it goes down the third baseline and scores a run for the Riverhawks, 4-0, all in the bottom of the second.
That's, if I'm not mistaken, that's 4 bases on balls in a row.
Is it now? So the Bobcats' wheels starting to...
Well, keep in mind that 3 of them were from Beckstead, and then Tawny walks her first hitter.
A great job by Ellie Pond kind of opening the door for this 2-out rally for the Riverhawks. I believe all the damage has been done with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Hasn't it been, Dave?
Yep.
Yeah, because you mentioned it was Olivia Nelson came up to bat with 2 outs, and she's the one that got it started with a single.
And she's on deck. They're going to get back around to her. Ava Howell flew out to right her first at-bat. She's up there now with a 3-0 count. They got to bring her one. They don't want to walk one in.
You know, that's a big win for the boys Ridgeline varsity team. That 3-0 at Bear River against their best pitcher.
And then they'll come back over here tomorrow, and we'll call that ball game.
6 o'clock. Yep, another night game. So come out, watch a good baseball game, get a hot dog, maybe a burger.
Good right now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The 5th based on balls in a row there thrown to Ava Howell.
Yeah, and the gal that got us going in the bottom of this inning's now up to bat again, Olivia Nelson.
So bases loaded for Olivia. It's a 5-0 lead here. And she spanks one to right field. That's going to make the gap.
Smashed.
That ball's going to make the gap, and she's going to
2.
score 3, and she's going to get to second.
Oh, what a hit by Nelson. Wow. That's her first double of the season, and that was smashed into the right center gap.
I hope they give her a double. That ball went right underneath that second baseman.
That's not an error. That is a double.
I'm not the one keeping the scorebook.
Let me look at some of the other questionable scoring that we had earlier. Lexi Bradfield, we'll see how that was scored.
All right. I'd like to see it. The one that went off the glove of the pitcher.
That
would have been...
You know what? Ava Howe, it hasn't been with 2 outs. Olivia Nelson came up with 1 out in the inning to get the rally started. Lexi Bradford did single on a line drive to the pitcher, and I guarantee that was called a double. Yeah, Olivia Nelson doubles on a hard. They ruled it a ground ball. I call it a line drive. It did bounce on the infield, but that thing was hammered.
And I think it did. That's going to be chopped to the pitcher. This should be the end of the inning, and it is. Was that Lexi?
I believe
Bradford
so, yes.
on the ground out to the pitcher.
Yep.
The ball that was hit there by Nelson for the double did hit in front of the second baseman, but that thing was smoked. All right, so a big set, bottom of the second for Ridgeline. They lead now 8-0. We'll be right back.
Take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Here's today's hot and perfect tip.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
As I just kind of look through I don't have an actual scorebook, which drives me crazy.
I do. What do you want to know?
No, I'm just writing things down. All I'm saying is I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 walks so far that Skyview has given up, and that's hard to win ball games when you're putting that many players on base.
Well, not only that, and then you're facing a pitcher like Braille Gardner that's not going to give you a ton of opportunity to get runners on base, let alone even get a base hit. So it's going to be tough sledding for the Bobcats from here on out, as Gardner looks like she is dialed in. That was called for ball. Start this count 1-1.
Hitting for Skyview is McKaylee Hansey.
Dave, you're right. In the box score, I have 7 walks as well. So
okay.
For one time, and we should everybody notate this. Yeah. Dave was right with
Journal
the stats.
Journal it. Write that down. It happened.
Journal it up. Who do we got in the box for the Bobcats?
This is Hansey.
Wow.
McKaylee Hansey swings right through it, and that's another strikeout there for Gardner.
I mean, not only is she effective, she is efficient with her pitching. I mean, she's only thrown about 30 pitches thus far in the ball game. She's
7
at
up, 7 down right now.
29.
7 up, 7 down.
I don't know that I see anyone in this Bobcat lineup that I see really getting a good piece of it to get it in play.
Well, we have 2 more hitters to see through the lineup. This is Chloe White. She plays third.
I mean, catching up to that is so hard, Dave.
Yeah.
It is so hard.
You got to get started. You got to get your hands going.
Oh.
That one is bounced off of the plate. Anna had definitely set up outside on that one. They wanted to see if they could get her to chase a little, and I think maybe Gardner missed her spot just a hair. But it is still 0-2. And it looks to me like White is going to shorten up just a little bit on that bat, see if she can get something in play. Oh, you could hear her bring it, can't you?
Third strike. Is drop third strike a thing in softball? Yeah. Oh, they just are not trying to. Yeah. I got you. I've seen a couple. I've seen Ane Wallace dig one out of the dirt, and then she just dropped that one, and neither of the Skyview batters in those situations had made an attempt to advance to first base, so I didn't know if they were playing the drop third, which they are, but
looking to bunt is Eskelson.
That's what I mean. That's if I'm coming into this game as a head coach of an opposing team to the Riverhawks, I'm just trying to small ball and hope I can hold their offense down to 2 or 3 or 4 runs, and I'm just literally trying to put pressure on their defense with every pitch, with bunts, slaps. I mean, I'm not trying to hit this for any kind of,
she just bunts right, tries to show bunt right through that thing.
So you try to start bunting on her, and she'll start throwing that rise ball that's virtually impossible to bunt. But that's bunts, 2 missed bunt attempts there.
In baseball, anytime a pitcher sees somebody square, you want to go high. Because it is hard to get a bunt down from when you're trying to reach above your shoulders. And this one just blows it right by her. And I'm telling you, Bree Gardner is rolling. That's third out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts out through 9 hitters. And the other hitter had an F6. She flew out just on a little one to
that's right, to the shortstop.
To Ellie Pond.
Sheesh.
We'll be right back in just a moment.
Teachers and students, Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Plus, they pay school students for good grades. Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
If you want a natural stone look on your home without the expense, think Coldwater Stone in Tremonton or Castorite in Logan and see how they take some of the most beautiful resources the earth has to offer, then shapes and blends them to create your dream home. Online at coldwaterstone.com.
Open up the champagne, pop. It's my house, come on, turn it up.
Here as we move to the bottom of the third. Starting it off for the Riverhawks is going to be Kennedy Dalkey.
Okay, now Dave, this Bobcats team is 8-4 on the season, so that's not like they're coming in here with a bad season going. I want to say they're second, if not second. I think they might be third in region.
Do you have the standings right now?
Brielle Gardner's got these girls looking like they just can't catch up to that fastball. I could get it real quick. That one floated to the shortstop, and the putout, that's a different gal. That's not their normal shortstop, and she's moved to second base. I'm not sure who that is.
That's interesting. That's
Number
the second
34.
time Kennedy Dalkey's flown out to second or to shortstop.
Huh. You don't see that very often, do you?
Sure don't. But it's happened.
Back to the top of the lineup here for the Riverhawks.
All right.
Ellie Pond.
Ellie Pond's going to have to retime it up now because she figured out Beckstead. Now she's got to figure out Lundahl.
In watching baseball, I feel like if you're geared up for 92, is it easier to go to 99 or is it easier to go down to 84? I think it's easier to go up to 99.
I don't know, man. Catching anything at those.
Well, I know. I'm not saying it's easy. You think it's
how about
easier
this? How about this? Is it easier to go from 80 to 85 or 80 to 75?
I think 80 to 85. I think
it's different with the other situation. If you're in the 90s, anything beyond that, I mean, you're still not catching. So I'd take less.
Okay, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. Ellie Pond gets an off-speed pitch, and she holds off.
That was a 1-2 count to Ellie. Let me get these Max Preps information for you, Dave. Wow, I'm on 5G ultra wide, man. This is fast.
2-2 pitch to Ellie is down, so she's going to get, I assume, one to hit here.
Well, it's full. Bases are empty. One out.
You don't want to let her get on and start anything else. But Ellie's going to see a pitch here, and she hits one between. Nope, second baseman got a good play over there. I believe that's still Tegan.
Yeah, she started at short. Nope, she played short.
So Cassie Coleman?
Yep, that's Coleman. And then number 34, I'm sorry we don't, or is that 24?
It's hard to tell when they're not facing.
It might be the catcher. And then we got a new catcher up there. Yeah, oh, man. We can't keep up.
We're not going to be able to keep up. We'd love to give them their
All I can tell you right now is Brielle Gardner's in the box looking to do damage.
She is 0 for 2. She grounded out to short the first time up, and she walked. I shouldn't say 0 for 2. She's 0 for 1. This one she hits to short as well. She hits it hard enough that the play is not made cleanly, and she's going to make it on an error. So Gardner is on.
Here's your top three teams in the 4A Region 11. Ridgeline's 4-0, 13-0 on the season. Logan's 4-1, 7-5 on the season. Bobcats are 2-1, 8-4 on the season. Now, softball plays a little different schedule. They play everybody just twice, so it's kind of like basketball.
It's like we did in baseball back in my day.
Back in the day, it's not a 3-game series for the week like baseball is, and that one's grounded to Lundahl, and she puts out Addie Hansen for the third out of that inning.
Third out of the inning. Ridgeline, no damage in the top or in the bottom of the third, so still 8-0 Ridgeline. We'll be right back.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
This is Dave Simmons. Partner with the pros at Les Olson IT for all your office technology. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services, think of LesOlsonIT.com.
Les Olson IT.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
You gotta clap with me. Oh, if people could see this up here. It's, I'm not gonna lie to you, that sounds a lot like some of the music I used to hear in the taxis in Bulgaria back in the mid-90s. Some little, when you bring in that little techno vibe, it takes me right back to a stinky cab. Oh, here we go. Gardner gonna face top of the order, Eliza Bierman. Struck out her first at bat. She's gonna get another chance here against Gardner.
Couple of things I wanted to talk about, Dave, on the season for Ridgeline. Currently, that one grounded to first base. Olivia Nelson, Lou with a nice put out and play over to Kylie Jorgensen for the out.
Not hit hard, but a little, but she got a piece.
Contact.
Yeah.
Contact. You just got to build on the small things here. Going back to the Ridgeline season, 13-0 start, great start to the year. Beat some really good teams. Came off a nice win against Riverton, 12-0. Beat Wasatch 9-2. They're undefeated in region. Really haven't given up. They have given up like 10 runs, 12, 30, 15 runs on the season. They've outscored people big time.
Yeah.
But some games coming up. Currently, they're second in the RPI, Dave. Get that. Somehow, Desert Hills has 2 losses, and they're ahead of Ridgeline.
Has anybody ever figured out the RPI?
No.
I think people are just throwing
it's like
darts.
Urim and Thummim.
Yeah, you got to have one to figure it out is what you need. You got to.
Well, anyways, foul tip. They're second in RPI, but ranked like Deseret News and some of those other rankings, they're ranked first. Now, coming up, some games we're going to be broadcasting. You listening?
I'm listening,
okay,
but I'm
good.
also trying to watch the game. It's a 1-2 pitch thrown right by Cassie Coleman.
Whew. That's gas.
I mean, you can hear her throwing it.
When she puts on the gas mask, it's game over.
Yeah.
There ain't. I mean, I would love to see a team that can consist. Well, I mean, just put the ball in play and force this Ridgeline team to play defense, and I think we're going to see it because we're going to try to get down to some of those state tournament games this year, Dave, and get them on the stream. All right?
First pitch,
Committed?
1-0.
BYU. Yeah?
I mean,
okay.
As reluctant because you're asking me to look beyond tomorrow. I mean, I don't know what's going on.
I can't
in my
remember
life.
2 hours.
Yeah, and you want me to plan for a month from now.
Plan. Okay, well, at least plan for this. Spanish Fork is coming here. 5A, one of the 5A perennial powerhouses down in Utah County, is coming to Ridgeline Stadium to play these Riverhawks. Ooh, and that's the first Bobcat to find her way on base, and that hurts.
Yes, it does.
That one hurts. That's just painful. That's painful. So I got Spanish Fork coming here April 22nd on a Monday. All right? Desert Hills coming here on a Friday night on the 26th of April. You with me?
I'm with you.
And Desert Hills, the number 1 ranked team in 4A.
When you said, are you with me? And I said, I'm with you, but I kind of wasn't.
But you're really not.
I am now. I'm really engaged now because they're ranked number 1 in 4 RPI.
Yes, and that's going to be a Friday night, 7 p.m. start. That one's going to be on the stream.
Under the lights.
Under the lights. Then you're going to have West, another 5A, 6A.
West, I think, is 5, but we better double
check. Either way, 5A, 6A. Team that has seen state championship type seasons in the past. We'll see what they're like. So we got 3 big games coming up, and then you got Mountain Crest here at home. They got a tournament here on a Saturday where they got a triple header, or 3 games in one day, not a triple header. They're not all back to back to back, but that'll be fun. Fun season to look forward to, and then we got the playoffs, and then this 4A state championship run where you got to come out of the pod. You got to come out of the pod to get to play in the game, the series of 3. Oh, and Ane Wallace is picked off. She's out.
Yeah, they got her. Tawny Lundahl had swung through it. Presley Jensen's pinch runner got kind of stuck out there as Ane threw behind her, and then she had to try to get to second, and they threw her out. So that's the third out of the inning for Skyview. And Ridgeline, even though they had a runner on from being hit by a pitch, no problem at all. We'll be back in just a moment.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Nick. After the Bobcats are able to get Ridgeline out here in the bottom of the 4th, Ridgeline goes back out. Well, if they can get a couple runs, huh? It's a 10-run rule, or it's a 10-run rule after 5?
10 after 5. 15 after 3. 4 or 3? 3. Okay.
Ane Wallace takes ball 1 here.
Bobcats
this is the
have
danger
got to
zone,
avoid. Though. Yeah, this is the danger zone for the Bobcats. They got to avoid giving up a couple runs and then coming up empty. I just don't see them putting any runs on the board against this Brielle Gardner. She is
not tonight.
Whew,
she's
so
dialed. Good. Base on balls. First 2 times up for Ane, and now she's looking at another situation. They got 3-0 to her.
Now, as a hitter right here, Ane, I think at times she can be a little bit impatient, and it's got to be extremely frustrating. At any time you're walking into the box and there's an open base in front of you, you're not going to see a pitch to hit, and it's probably a pretty frustrating feeling.
Oh yeah.
As Ane Wallace just walks to first base time and time again. And now she's got 3 on the night here today. Let's see how many she's got on the season, just for fun.
She's got to have a lot.
A lot. I'm sure she leads the team in walks. Sure enough, 11.
High pitch there is attempted to bunt by Addie Hansen, and she wasn't able to get it down. So it's a foul ball, strike 1.
I've heard of.
How many did you say she's got
11,
on the season?
11.
It's less than I would
in
thought.
In 48 plate appearances.
Still less than I would have thought.
Oh,
that
good
bunt.
Oh,
no, not
foul.
quite.
I thought it was going to come down the first baseline. Jorgensen, Kylie trying to get a bunt down.
0-2.
Situation like this, you got to plate a couple runs and play defense in the top of the 5th, and this one's over with, David.
Yep. Ane Wallace on first. She's going to run.
Look at how fast she is.
Ow, that one drilled her in the shoulder.
Oh, and she's going to go again.
She's going to try to get to third, and does. Where'd that hit her? Looked like it was
got her in the shoulder. Kind of the leg.
Okay.
To me, it looked like hit her in the front leg.
Well, she popped right back up, and she was headed to third.
She ain't rubbing anything.
No.
She's tough as nails, and the umpires coming over.
Old Ron Stott. We were talking about him the other night.
Yeah.
One of the things he used to say to us when somebody would get drilled by a ball somehow, whether it's a pitch or in the field, he'd always just yell, "Don't rub it." Can you not rub it? I know next time that you get hit by something, just see if your natural reaction is to.
It just kind of makes it feel better. Spreads the pain over a larger surface of area. Well, Ane Wallace didn't rub it. She didn't need to.
Nope. She's on third. And Kylie Jorgensen looking to bring her in.
Oh, my. Geez. That was over Sella. That's Ane's mom.
Heads up
Went
over
right
there.
over her head.
Hey, don't forget Ava Howell. That was right over her head, too.
No, that missed her this way, didn't it?
Well, either way.
It was close enough.
I mean, that
She's
thing.
got a helmet with a mask on, though. Sella doesn't.
That doesn't protect your ribs. You're going to want to rub that for sure.
Now she's out in front of this
Well,
one.
that was a good piece of pitching right there, I thought, by Tawny Lundahl.
A little off speed.
Mixing it up.
I got to apologize to her mother, Amanda Robinson, for calling her the wrong name earlier in the broadcast. My sincere apologies.
Just sincerest.
I've said a lot worse
Sure you
stuff
have.
than that.
Yeah, you have.
I feel
Probably
bad
tonight.
about that
Probably
one.
today.
Oh,
that ball
good
hit
piece.
right at the second baseman. Bobbled, but she gets it and makes the play.
Oh,
Yes,
yep,
she does.
she's out.
She's out.
Yeah, that's Coleman. Coleman's got about 4 or 5 putouts today this afternoon as she's moved from short to second.
Well, Kylie is going to get a RBI on that one as Ane was able to score. So we've got a 4-3 for the first out.
Yep. Avoiding the 10-run rule possibility, but then, you hold them to 9, and then you're one swing away, and this is going to be the second out. As Ava Howe
hacking at the first pitch.
Yep, first pitch swinging, pops out to the pitcher.
So now Olivia Nelson, who doubled in her last, she's actually 2 for 2. She had a single and a double. See if she can start something
fire
here and get that one extra run Ridgeline needs to be able to put this thing to bed here after the next half inning.
She might go yard.
Woo!
Wow,
If she doesn't wait on that one. That ball, she had swung and gone back to the looking at coach before that ball hit the glove.
They call her Lou.
Okay, I'd like to do so too if you don't mind.
Go ahead. Oh,
Lou slaps it right at the first baseman, and that's going to be an out. Hit hard
nice
though.
Play.
Yeah,
nice
good play by the
over
first
there.
baseman.
That's number 23. She's not on her. Right there,
yep,
Riley
Beckstead.
Oh yeah, she was pitching earlier.
Yep, put out by Riley unassisted, and Ridgeline's up 9-0 here, moving to the top of the 5th.
Make it 3 years in a row. Advanced Heating and AC is honored to be Best of Northern Utah Gold Medalist. Thank you for your support and vote of confidence in their company. Advanced Heating and AC online at advancedheating-ac.com.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors. Your Cache and Box Elder County McDonald's take pride in being part of our community. Your local McDonald's is hiring with flexible hours, tuition reimbursement, and great pay. Start your career today. Apply at careers.mcdonalds.com. McDonald's is an equal opportunity employer committed to a diverse and inclusive workforce.
Here's today's hot and perfect tip.
Don't follow extreme routines. Do your own thing at Planet Fitness. Join now for just $10 a month and cancel anytime.
Here, he's wanting to see a little bit more out of this Bree Gardner. First pitch is grounded right back to Bree, and the umpire goes down.
Oh no!
He
what
is
happened?
down. I don't know what happened, but he's down.
He is down. We might have to.
He's down.
Get the stretcher.
Well, I hope he's okay.
I hope he's
he
okay
went down
too.
in a heap.
I start playing a little hard rock, and he gets excited with that Motley Crue looking beard.
Yeah, that was some
ZZ.
He's got ZZ Top
ZZ
going
Top.
on.
Yeah. Yeah, thanks for help. What is this? What is this?
Did it come in? That's my. It's like, but you can do little stickers. I'll show you. You're gonna enjoy that.
I don't know that.
I think you're gonna enjoy that.
I don't think so.
I think you will. Wait till I show you, and then you can just implement them in your text messages.
Well, the umpire is back up.
He's okay.
He's fine.
He's just his pride's hurt just a little bit coming out of that. He's gonna be okay. So, well, you're still going on that music.
He's blowing out the glasses. He got dirt in the eyes.
It's something he's gonna want to talk to his kids about someday. One out. 1 ball, no strikes. That one blown right past number 00 Samantha Bender. Man, she's bringing it right now.
Yep. She
Gardner.
lets that big old grunt out.
Yeah,
That's a little intimidating as well.
A little Serena Williams going on.
She's got some swagger out there in the circle, too. She commands that circle quite well for a freshman.
She absolutely does.
And you can tell she's played softball at a high, high level. As I want to say, she plays on some very, very competitive national tournament teams throughout the summer season and is being highly, highly recruited out there.
It's
she's
crazy.
She's going to be a 5-star.
As she's just a freshman.
Just
it feels like Anne and Emily Skinner have been here forever. And the crazy thing is they got another year.
They got another year, and this gal's got 4.
It's like Aaron Young for the football team. I swear the kid's 25. He's been kicking since he was a freshman, and he's been here and doing it at a very high level.
Well, here's the thing about softball, Dave. Girls fast pitch softball. If you have a girl like Brielle Gardner in the circle, you can beat anybody.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to have the offensive production it takes because you can small ball your way around to get a couple runs, and no one's hitting this girl. Can you imagine a couple of years
in the
from
dirt
now?
Swung on. Anne goes and gets it, and they make the play. Another strikeout.
I mean, if this girl gets bigger and stronger and is able to get up into the 70-mile-an-hour range,
forget it.
Game over for the other teams that are playing Ridgeline.
So that gets us through 5.5. But before we go to break, let me count up the strikeouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 strikeouts. I mean, that is incredible. 11 of 15 hitters are whiffs. Unbelievable. All right, Ridgeline, all I need is 1 here, and this ballgame's over. So we'll take a quick break and come back for the bottom half of the 5th in just a moment.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
Good news for all school teachers and students. Logan Cash Rich Credit Union is offering ultra-low interest rates on auto loans and more. Plus, they pay school students for good grades. Inquire at Logan Cash Rich Credit Union. Member-focused, goal-driven.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
If you...
If I could just give me like a day and a half.
You could get it down?
No, I'd like to think I could, but that'd take
this
all
is
day.
Ava Hess.
Yeah, Ava Hess. Pinch it.
They've taught her to hit from the right side of the plate, left-hander's batter box, and she's got that walk-up approach looking like she's a slapper.
Well, I'm going to have to talk to her dad and just see I need to know the thought process behind that.
It's
because
the running
obviously,
head start.
They're not the only two in the world that do it. You watch any college on
they have
most
2 or 3
all lefties.
of them, right?
I shouldn't say all, but a lot of them are doing it.
These girls are not left-handed, Dave. They teach them to hit from that side of the box and utilize their speed, and that running head start makes it almost impossible to get them out. Look at where the third baseman's playing.
Yeah, you're obviously not worried about something hit hard at you.
No, but you're worried about not having enough time to get the ball to first base with this running head start that the girls will get.
I just think you're moving and your head is bouncing, and it is.
And the probability of you hitting the ball is way less.
Yeah, hitting it on the screws.
You're not trying to hit it on the screws. You're trying to hit it in a place. You're trying to hit it in a position that is difficult for the defenders to get you out. Right now it's in between the pitcher and the third baseman, but she swings through that one for the first out of the inning.
I just think it's hard to see. I don't know. You're just looking for a piece, I guess.
You're not a fan. You're not a fan of this.
I just need somebody to teach me the thought process behind it. I know what it is, but it's not the word. I'm not looking for thought process.
It's not settling in.
I need the science. That ball's hit down the right side. Oh, let's get that camera going. Foul ball.
Foul ball.
Hey, did you ever play back in the day, like PlayStation baseball games?
Absolutely.
You know how they had piped in like hot dogs, Get your hot. We need that on these broadcasts.
Okay, yeah, we do.
Especially over there at baseball. It's just so quiet up there.
It is.
We need some background, like.
Let me see what I can do.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Just in the background,
some cheering. I mean, I think we have, like. Oh, let me see here.
That one's going to be popped up to third and easy out there. That was Kennedy Dalkey.
Is this what you're talking about?
Yeah. Does that go all game long?
Let's see what else we got. No. Yeah, the applause, the kind of the cheer of the crowd.
Yep. But I need like the concessions guy and all those guys. You know?
Popcorn.
Yep.
Get your peanuts.
Churros. Get your churros. That kind of stuff.
Water. Water. Wine.
Oh, that's funny.
First baseball game ever played. Look it up if you need a good chuckle.
YouTube, right?
It's pretty funny. Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's funny. It's a Bob and Tom. What do you excerpt or what am I looking for? Clip.
Bob and Tom clip. I'm trying to focus here. 5. Okay, you remember when we said you don't hear it every day where somebody pops up to the same place twice?
She didn't again, did she?
Close. She popped up
third base.
Third to shortstop twice, and then that one was third base.
3
but they were both little they weren't high pop-ups. It just she didn't get it all.
Oh,
this one's going to drop. A little Texas leaguer here by Ellie Pond, and she'll take it.
There's your runner on base. Well, Brielle Gardner could have done it with one swing, but she needed Ellie Pond to get on base to give her an opportunity to end this game, and we'll see what she can do here.
Because we have 2 outs, and Brie Gardner's done everything else from the defensive perspective. Let's see if she can end this ball game here, or at least keep it going offensively. Pond steals easily and takes second.
Beautiful
now a good
slide behind the bag.
Now a good ball hit out of the infield probably scores Ellie.
Anything hit hard into the outfield is going to be a run. As you probably
we'll see what Brie Gardner can do here. That ball is going to carry and caught in
right
center
at the
field.
warning track.
It didn't quite get all of it. So a fly out to center, and that will bring us to the end of the 5th. So we're going to go another one. Ridgeline leading 9-0.
Home without the expense. Think Coldwater Stone in Tremonton or Castolite in Logan and see how they take some of the most beautiful resources the earth has to offer, then shapes and blends them to create your dream home. Online at coldwaterstone.com.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
This is Dave Simmons. Partner with the pros at Les Olson IT for all your office technology. Everything from copiers to outsourced IT services. Think of LesOlsonIT.com.
Les Olson IT.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
Yeah. Look at this one.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
Well, I'm teaching Nick all sorts of stuff about his iPhone right now. And the stickers. This little picture of Susie. Tell me she doesn't look like that. Do you remember that movie, that horror movie that you and Jason probably went to called like Megan or something like that?
Yeah, that looks like one of those.
When Susie wants to get the attention of her children, she sends that, and it's kind of like, oh, jeez. It's like scary. Yeah, very scary.
Oh!
That one fouled off, as we're seeing now. I think this is McKaylee Hansey. Her ponytail's covering her number. Yep, got it. McKaylee Hansey struck out her first time at bat, and we'll see what Brie Gardner can do this time, or if she can put one in play here. That one is right down the gut. Strike 2. It is fun to watch her pitch.
She is impressive. 11 strikeouts.
Here comes the 0-2. Ow, right in the thigh, and she wears one, and she's going to get on base.
She's going to want to rub that out.
Yep.
She's going to try to run it off.
I've been drilled right in the thigh by a baseball kid that pitched at University of Utah, and he was probably throwing 90. It hurt so bad, Nick. I tried to like tough, and get down to first base. Halfway to first, it seized up on me. And this is when I was playing with the Wolverines. We were big boys.
Yeah.
And I couldn't make it. I'm halfway down. That ball was slapped down the right. Yeah, it did. I did get down there. But later in the day, I had a bruise the size of a mini disc. like a
frisbee. A frisbee size bruise.
Yeah, it was something else. Chloe White looking to hit here as she's got a player on. That one put in play, first base, or to second base, and the play made to first.
That's a new player in the ball game, that first baseman there. I'm not sure. Oh, is that Abby? That's Abby King playing first. David Hess went into right.
Yep,
so
Abby King number 5.
Base. That kind of got on her a little quicker than I think she expected, as Kylie Jorgensen was playing in the hole between first and second and pounced on that one, got the first out of the inning for the Riverhawks. But the runner does advance into scoring position. The first threat the Bobcats have been able to put on the bases there, or the first threat to get her in scoring position. The last runner got picked off by Ane Wallace at first.
She just tried to do it again here down at second as McKaylee Hansey was a little far off. Ane will throw behind you. You better be ready. This one is a little high. Ane pops out of there, seeing if she can make a throw somewhere.
Look at all the movement going on. The center fielder is covering second base. The first baseman and third baseman are crashing on what looks to be a possible bunt attempt here by Skyview, as they're just trying to get a run on the board. Advance that runner to third base, and there's the bunt.
That bunt is perfectly thrown or done, and it's thrown to first and out there. They try to throw behind McKaylee Hansey and can't get her. So a good play that time. Who ended up fielding that?
That was Brielle, the pitcher.
Okay.
The pitcher made the play. You had the first baseman and third baseman crashing. The second baseman and shortstop cover third and first. And then the center fielder runs in from center field to cover second base in case there's a play there as well.
Okay, so 2 outs. And Brielle Gardner still throwing gas.
Throwing absolute gas out there.
Back to the top of the lineup, though, Eliza Bierman.
One base hit away from scoring a run here for the Bobcats. That's got to feel good if you can get one across the dish against this Gardner girl. She is good.
That one is a perfectly thrown off-speed pitch.
Goodness.
Really nice pitch there.
Changes speeds, keeps it down in the zone, just under the barrel of the Skyview hitter. It's just a great piece of pitching there by Gardner.
Eliza did make contact her last at-bat, but right back to the pitcher. That one throws right by her. That's strike 3. That's
and
it.
The third out of the inning.
Ane was still throwing it down to third, maybe forgetting that was the third out of the inning and the third strike. So right now, and jumping out of there, Bree Gardner fired up on that strikeout. 9-0 Ridgeline as we move to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back in just a moment.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
If RPMs raise your BPMs, then get up and go. Go turn some heads. Go turn a wrench. Napa has America's largest network of parts and care, here to keep you firing on all cylinders.
Great Basin Graphics has quality screen printing, detailed embroidery, and award-winning graphic designers. The right look, the right design, the perfect fit. Get noticed with GBG. Get your order in today for spring products. Google Great Basin Graphics for screen printing and embroidery. 966 West 400 North in Logan.
Leading off for Ridgeline is Addie Hansen. You haven't played this one yet.
Yeah, no, I've been keeping some aces in my pocket.
Yeah,
you know
I
what
like
mean?
it. We haven't used this one yet. I know Coach Cox was using it a little during football, if you remember, like at halftime. I think he was playing
Yeah,
this.
he was. Yeah, this is a good one. This is one you could almost just keep just playing.
Just behind the scenes.
Like you and I are like medieval warriors up here.
It feels more like, you know, the guys. What do they call the guys that in Mexico that have the hats and they play their?
Oh, the sombreros, the luchadors. Those are Mexican
wrestlers. What's it called? The guys
the mariachi band.
Yeah,
the mariachi band.
That's just like me and you.
Or the
for an entire inning.
That was dropped. That foul ball should have been caught over there at third base. It was dropped.
Ava Howell.
Is this Noodle? Oh, Ava Howell.
No, this
switched.
is 31. Sorry, this is Addie Hansen.
Oh, that's a base hit.
Yep.
Look how fast she gets
bunted
down
that down there. Was that bobbled?
Slightly, but I don't know that they would have got her if it was fielded clean. But that, to me,
that's the reason you do the running.
Yes,
hit.
That's what. But that was more of a drag bunt type play.
So are you telling me I should give her a single?
I would imagine it was ruled as a single. Yes, I'm almost 100% sure.
They are going to stay away from on 8. I mean, it is a very.
It's obvious.
You can see it in her face. Like, come on.
I was talking to Coach Anderson before the game. I guess last time these two faced off, Ani hit one 500 feet. So I don't blame Lundahl for maybe pitching around her, but they pitched around her with Beckstead too. So I think Skyview is just not going to allow Ane Wallace to hurt him, as everything has been out of the zone. Let me see here. I gotta find the right game to see if that was ruled an infield single. I'm almost positive it was though, bud. I mean, I know my girls softball.
Well, I'm starting to feel bad for Ane.
Are you now?
That's 4
singles
balls
on a bunt to third base.
That's 4 base on balls.
Yeah, well, that's gonna get the on base percentage jacked way up there and make the the stat book look good.
I guess.
Jeez, how many runs has she scored? She scored a couple times. I know she got stranded on third once. She scored 2 runs, had 4 walks, so a perfect on base. Oh my! See, then that's swing.
That's that automatic, like that purposeful swing.
Yeah,
through.
trying to get cause havoc with the catcher because you're swinging late, right?
Yeah.
She's swinging when that baby's
The first
in the
time I
glove.
saw it, I was like, okay, well, she didn't see that thing coming.
Yeah,
it's a purpose thing.
It's almost like a take in baseball or a fake bunt. You know, it's just.
So now Kylie Jorgens can end this. If she's got players,
what a bunt!
They're going to win it with a squeeze bunt. That's a ball game, right?
I believe so. Hey, what's up, Arthur? How you doing, little buddy? Huh? Hey.
That's the ball game, folks. Is they needed 1 run and they laid down a bunt to get it.
And that's it.
And that'll do it. As Ridgeline wins this one, I mean, will it officially be 11 or 12 or 10?
Did they overthrow?
One more did come in after that.
It'll be
didn't it?
10, I believe.
Yeah, I think it'd just be 10. Well, that feels like an anticlimactic finish there, doesn't it?
Well, the bunt.
You lay down a bunt and you win it.
We were wanting a home run by Brielle Gardner in the previous inning. We didn't get it.
We
so
sure
we got
did.
the sacrifice bunt by Jorgensen?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, Kylie Jorgensen with the sack bunt to win it. Nick, we have had all game to just talk about all the things we want to talk about. We won't keep going on this one, but any final thoughts on what you saw for the first time seeing this Ridgeline team?
I mean, I was so excited to come here and watch this Brielle Gardner play. I've seen Ane Wallace play in the past, and I really love her game and love what she brings to this team as far as leadership. And Ellie Pond is fun to watch. You know, there's a lot of great athletes out there on the field, but Brielle Gardner, all the things I've heard about her, she exceeded my expectation of how good she was going to be. She is incredibly talented, top-level, high-level talent that is going to carry this. I mean, that pitching is going to take this Ridgeline team. I don't know how you don't go to the state championship with an arm like that.
And we know they can play D, too. I mean,
they can play defense, and they have offense that they can put the ball in play on you. So
this is a pretty complete team.
This is as complete as you're going to get with talent all over the field. So, I mean, I'm going to have a lot of fun coming back and calling some of these games that maybe will be a little bit more competitive. You know, I know they struggled a little bit with I want to say Bear River, was it? Mountain Crest. Mountain Crest, they only beat 4-0. Bear River, they beat 7-3. Sky Ridge, they beat 4-1. So there's teams that can kind of hang with them, but can you put up enough runs to beat them? And so far, nobody's been able to do it.
Well, my thoughts are, to echo you a little bit, she was unbelievable as far as the pitching goes. I don't feel like anybody really got a lot to hit in this ball game, but when Ellie Pond got one, she made them pay.
Yeah.
The thing that neither of us have mentioned but needs to be mentioned, that's a no-hitter.
That's a no-hitter.
She just threw a no-hitter.
Perfect game through about 3.5.
Until she hit a player. I think it was through the fourth, maybe even into that fifth.
3.5.
But she hit somebody, and then that ruins the perfect game. But she still threw a no-hitter, and it makes me wonder, how many no-hitters does she have already? I mean, she might have a few of them on the season, but even if she doesn't, what we just saw was a dominating performance from that pitching circle from Bree Gardner. Nick,
hang on, just real quick.
Okay.
Real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Guess how many batters she's faced on the season? This is kind of a fun stat.
How many?
Almost 240.
In how many games?
13 games played, 12 games started. So she came in and saved a game.
So
240 batters faced.
Does it show how many hits she's given up?
That's exactly where I was going with this.
Okay.
So she's faced almost just shy of 240. She's thrown almost 1,000 pitches, which in college or girls fast pitch softball's no big deal.
Yeah.
The strain on your arm is far less thrown underhand than it is thrown overhand. She has given up as many. Oh, sorry. Nope. I thought it was as many hits as she has wins, but she's given up 19 hits, less than 20 hits.
In how many batters?
240.
Hey, folks, if you're looking to see some next-level talent, come and watch Ridgeline. And I'm not just talking one or two players. They've got next-level talent all over this field, and they're a lot of fun to watch. Ridgeline wins this one in fine fashion. I think it's probably officially 10-0 this afternoon. We had a lot of players doing what we expected them to do, but even exceed what we thought that they might do. So for the Patriot, Nick Zollinger, I'm Dave Simmons. Nick's going to go over there and watch his freshmen, and hopefully they'll get the dub over there as well.
Don't forget,
tomorrow night, Ridgeline Boys Baseball will be playing Bear River, right?
Bear River.
All right, tomorrow night, 6 o'clock.
First
be there
pitch.
or be square.
Come get a hot dog.
Oof, sounds all right to me.
This has been a presentation of Region 11 Spring Sports on 107.7 FM and CashValleyDaily.com. This broadcast of Region 11 Sports has been brought to you by Cache Valley Daily and the Cache Valley Media Group, covering the Skyview Bobcats, Green Canyon Wolves, Logan Grizzlies, Bear River Bears, Ridgeline Riverhawks, and Mountain Crest Mustangs. Watch replays of previous games on CashValleyDaily.com.